Hi everyone, Alexander Dax Harrison Pack Duffy here. I'm the PR president for the Peterborough Petes. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank you all for coming out. I appreciate your support all season long for our great hockey team. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our owner, GM, and head coach, none other than Mr. Pete Truskowski. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You don't see this type of crowd gathering for the Portland Winterhawks of the league. Is that right? I mean, who the hell likes the Portland Winterhawks? We really do have the greatest fan base in all of sports. I love you guys. One goal this year. That's win it all. What a regular season we've had thus far. A record-setting one, to be honest. But the work isn't even close to done. Anything other than the championship for the Peterborough Petes this season would be a colossal failure. I gotta say though, fellas, what is going on with this league? Where is our competition? We're having a record-setting season here, fellas. And other than a few weeks where I rested some guys to prepare for our upcoming playoff run, nobody's come close to competing with us. The second best team in the league, Cape Breton, we doubled them up in our matchup. And I have a tremendous respect for General Manager Dax. He's done some good things there for Cape Breton. I've had quite a few beers with the young man. He has a good head on his shoulders. But seriously, come on! And the next best team in our division, Mississauga, I think we've beaten them a combined 15-6 in our two matchups with them this year. Really, let's not kid ourselves. And GM Mike Pack Niagara, nothing but respect for the man. I've changed his kids' diapers, but they're not a real threat this year. Barry Colts. Howard Kryptonite. I know, guys. They're not even in a playoff spot. And we're going to kick their ass this week to solidify that. GM Alex Tesler, someone tell this man he's running a hockey team and not a presidential campaign. Guy acts like he's some awesome GM. Let me tell you a story. My good friend Jan Ubik, before he got into some personal issues with the league, crafted that team, picked every single player one by one, handed Mr. Tesla a playoff team. And they're an okay team. But to mention them in the same sentence as us, I find that offensive. The rest of the league, man, I gotta say, I stood in there and took one for the good of the league last year with the expansion draft and all that. And one of these turds has the audacity to run with a goalie tandem of Antti Ranta and Anders Nielsen. You got people like that cat lover Constantine and Sarnia. Okay, not a good team, but he's in a playoff race somehow. What does he do? He rolls over, gets blown out by London last week. And let me tell you, London GM Josh Linton, he was hired last offseason, got a chance to meet the man at the GM meetings. Nice guy, someone you don't mind listening to speak when you're sipping on an adult drink and sparring on the females. But man, my first thought was, this guy's not all there upstairs. And he's in a playoff race in this league, too. That's disgraceful. The last playoff spot in our division belongs to Medicine Hat, and we played them last week. And man, they want to forget that week quickly. There's been a lot of talk about this Portland team, the Winterhawks. And I got to say, a nice run by that Halo pajama wearing nerd out there. The fact that this team isn't in a playoff spot and is below 500 right now, it's just a joke. You look at the talent on that team, and they got some good guys on that roster. Can't mistake that. But seriously, I'm looking out here for the betterment of the league. Ownership there has to take a look into what that man is doing and consider a change at the GM spot. Can they sneak into the playoffs? Yeah, they can. That's not a praise of them. It's an indictment on the rest of the league and the division. Geez, this league is in a bad spot. But I've had enough of talking about them. Back to the best team in the league. I love you guys. I know a lot of you want to know what I'm going to do for the trade deadline. And let's just say, we don't think our team can be much better than this. There's some good GMs in this league. I named a few of them. But all the bad ones, the ones that are sellers, they traded any player worth a damn on their roster already. That's why they suck. They're terrible GMs. So, I mean, we'll look. Can't say we won't look. But if this team is a team I'm going to war with, I'm forcing another D-Day on this league real quick. Some rumor mongers said I'm going to acquire Tyler Seguin. I won't say that I'm not going to acquire Tyler Seguin. He's a very good hockey player, okay? But seriously, he's been in that Portland organization for what, like 2+ years now? The guy has a loser's mentality. I don't know if we have the time to fix that heading into the playoffs here. But we'll look. Can't say we won't look. Any questions? Oh, yes. Hi, this is Harris Peskin, general manager of the Portland Winterhawks. There's been some reports that the financial standing of the team, Peterborough, is struggling financially. Concerns that the budget may need to be reduced next year and it may see some casualties because of that. Any comment on that, sir? The only financial problems we'll have in this league is when the GMs remember they forgot to write off their buy-in for the league as a tax write-off this season as a charitable donation to Peterborough. Whatever happens, though, just know we're going to win it all this year. Ain't anybody out there capable of stopping us. Ovi, Gino, Panarin, Stammer, who's hurt, coming back soon, Berge, Hedman, Duncan, the young kid Aho, Captain Clutch Johnny Taves, Getz, Bob, Carey Price, Doob. They all have one thing on their mind, and that's
bringing it home to Peterborough. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. We'll see you at the Stanley Cup Parade.